be playing a different position. There are going to be a lot of at-bats available at the shortstop position. Trevor Story, as we know, is not a factor in spring training because of the surgery. Bogarts has moved on to the Padres. There are a lot of at-bats and innings available at the shortstop position for the Boston Red Sox. To me, having a non-roster shortstop come in and try to win that job, or at least add some flexibility, because if you're the Red Sox and if all of a sudden you bring in Elvis Andrus to play shortstop, and if he wins the job, or at least plays well enough to win the job, then you could still have Kike Hernandez playing center field, and that sort of opens up the question of what Jarren Duran's role is going to be. But that center field shortstop position, Kike Hernandez probably has one of them, but the other one certainly is well open for grabs, and I think that we could see potentially Elvis Andrus step in Fort Myers with a lot of games and innings to play this spring.
Yeah, I think we'd all be skeptical about what the Red Sox have right now to be the answer at shortstop collective. You get a guy like Andrus, that solves that problem. JP, great job as always, my man. Good luck on that plane. We'll talk to you soon.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
He looks like Tom Cruise, like that Top Gun.
I get it. You know what's interesting, though? Yeah. I love the WBC.
I love that Lucas cut back to... Sorry, go ahead.
What happened?
Just cut back to JP. Go ahead.
I love the WBC and people playing for their countries, but there's certain situations, and this might be one of them, where Kike might be better served to go to spring training. And if that's the plan, like, I get that. If guys go to a new team, I think they almost have to go to the spring training.
Yeah, get acclimated.
Exactly. And this would be a situation because I don't see any way, shape, or form him going to the WBC playing center field and he plays opening day shortstop for the Red Sox. I just don't see that playing out. And
I love his versatility. I love that he can do different things. But I'm with you. I can't see him playing 140 games as shortstop for the Red Sox. That's a tall task.
But I just can't see the whole spring training's gone.
Yeah.
You're doing the WBC, you're playing center field, and then all of a sudden, if you're expected to go play shortstop, it's not going to end well. Because I don't think you're going to play that well because you have to get acclimated back into the infield spot. And there's no better time to do that than spring training.
Especially with your new team there in Boston. All right, let's bring in Sierra Santos right now. Sierra, how are we doing? Good to see you.
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm sure you loved that Friends conversation, Seinfeld conversation. I hope those...
I didn't realize that you were such a big Friends guy.
I think during the pandemic, during lockdown.
I think you took a moment and you were like, well, let me break this down.
I've seen every Friends episode 37 times.
No, that's not true.
No, I think it is.
But I think you were probably watching it like with your daughter, with your wife when it was on in the 90s, and now you just were bored and you revisited it. That's what I'm guessing.
You think?
I don't think you're like lunch of popcorn, appointment TV.
I sit on the sofa, and then every now and then take a nap with the dog, and it's on again. It just doesn't go off the TV.
Come to find out, he's a big Sex and the City guy, too.
Negative. Negatory.
Carrie Bradshaw.
And certainly not Night Court.
No, come on.
Because that one is going to be so bad.
The defense
throwing it way back right now. All right, guys, the player season, it's all winding down right now. They're going to WBC, getting ready for spring training, but they're still celebrating some major milestones. For example, Aaron Nola got to go on his honeymoon.
Oh, nice. Where did he go?
It looks tropical. I see palm trees.
I'm going Cabo. All right, I'm going Cabo.
Maybe Hawaii. It's indecipherable. And we got Dustin May, who got married.
Love that hat.
Do you love the hat?
Love that hat. You gotta get.
I don't know where that one is, though. I have no feel for that one.
Wyoming.
Texas. Yeah, Wyoming.
I don't know.
No, Wyoming's a great call. He went to the ranch afterwards.
Brian Stanek, he also got married. He said, let's make this last forever. I think that's the goal when you get married.
Yeah, I think that's pretty unanimous.
You certainly hope it's not an opener. That's what you hope for.
Just looking to get through the first inning. Let's see what happens. A couple years in.
Workouts are starting for teams, including the Diamondbacks. They're already starting to work out as well. You see them there in action. You know, it's a little chilly in Arizona right now. You gotta have a little hoodie on.
No, it is misleading. People forget it. The desert gets a little cold at night.
Yeah.
And early morning, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Dodgers as well. It's always sunny in SoCal.
Yeah, everyone's getting ready. They're all geared up, prepping for the season. You know, some players are still indulging in their hobbies, however. You know, Adam Wainwright, he thinks big league impact for the benefit concert. He got to, I guess, play. He said, stay tuned for my new music coming your way soon.
Well, this could be, I don't know if he's officially said, it could be the swan song for Waino. So his second act as a musician. So they're about pitchers and music, right? Jake Peavy good musician. Pitchers, those guys, they can croon.
Well, they don't have anything to do the other 4 days. It's like they're good golfers.
Right, great golfers.
They go out there. Spring training for starting pitchers, especially established ones.
Yeah.
They come in, they give you a low 5 on the side, right? Mm-hmm. They're out of there at 10:30 in the morning.
Wait, what time are they walking in at?
8.
2.5 hour day.
Little rub, and they're out there swinging the golf club.
Wait, so what was your hobby? What was your hobby?
He's all baseball.
Sitting on the sofa.
Watching Friends.
Thumb exercise.
Some exercises on the remote.
Got it.
But I'm relaxed. I had a nice release right there. Dylan sees.
Nice.
Go ahead with you.
I had a nice release.
I did. It was
there.
Serenity now. Just get a little painting on, a little mood music.
Very nice.
Happy trees. Happy trees. Joey Votto was in a chess tournament. I don't know how to play chess.
He's on the
You know
grill.
what? Should I order some?
Go ahead.
Reggie Bomb.
Should I order some and we'll grill some steaks?
I love that idea. That's awesome.
You can.
No, I said we can.
Okay. All right, so, yeah, let's do it.
You can order it. Like that. Good luck, Sarah.
Well, contact the show. Adnan loves your voicemail.
Yeah, we need some. I've never heard a voicemail. When I've been hosting.
I tried to get one on for you. Maybe we can do it at the end of the show. I don't know.
I love a good voicemail. 877-321-6526. The nostalgia within me. Leave a voicemail. We have this the Bucks reaction to winning the award.
Now show him mad. Now show him happy.
Stuff. Keith Costas, baby.
You nailed that line, Adnan. Gonna be very happy with that.
Keith, my
You
previous
see how
job.
he just changed the whole narrative right there? Because where you were going, and Keith, professional, brings it right back to what we should be doing.
But it goes back to Keith's overarching point, which is I'd love to be a voiceover guy.
You'd be excellent at it. You've got the chops. You're proving it here.
The Keith is the best. We're going right to starting pitchers. Kasi, this is not a list necessarily of your favorite rotations, but we're just throwing out some that could be in the mix, yes?
Yes, we're specifically focused on the stuff, not necessarily the best overall rotation.
And the Marlins' plans for him, John?
Well, Adnan, it's a really interesting question about how the Marlins are planning to fill out their infield. Now, of course, we saw their trade with Miguel Rojas, moving him on to the Dodgers, but it looks like right now, if the season were to begin today, that Segura would be playing third base for the Miami Marlins with potentially Joey Wendell at short and then Jazz Chisholm staying at second base. Now, Segura does have that versatility. He has played some second base, not as much of a shortstop anymore, but he does offer a bit of versatility. And I would suggest that as we talk about options at the shortstop and general infield positions, and there you see what the lineup could look like at the moment, this is a really good team to potentially add one more middle infielder on a non-roster deal. And we'll talk a bit about Elvis Andrus. We'll talk a bit about Jose Iglesias. I do think those two shortstops are really good fits for this team because it just gives Skip Schumacher a bit more of an option in terms of filling out that infield. Maybe we'll see at shortstop. Does Wendell play there 162 games? Perhaps not. You find a way to potentially have a bench option for him to blend in. But I think keeping Chisholm at second is what the Marlins would prefer to do. And now you've got Segura, the veteran, of course, having brought him in to have him play some third base.
JP, you mentioned him, Elvis, as far as there, but any other interests out there?
The Red Sox, to me, are a tremendous fit for Elvis Andrus at shortstop, Billy. And I consider where the Red Sox lineup is